We're so happy to welcome Jimbo and Tea from ShoutBAM today. And I mean, these guys are great friends of Design Cuts. We think they're awesome. And it's going to be a fun one. What are you going to be sharing with us today, guys?
Sorry, leads.
Well, we're going to be showing you our product, the KickOff Lettering Toolbox, going through it, making some letters, so you see how it goes.
So, welcome everybody. Here we go. Okay, so you can see the table of content here. We're gonna go basically, we show some basic theory, and then we go some zigzag strokes practice, so we can do some script letters, and then we also gonna, we're gonna practice the block letters today, and then how to twist them up, how to how to make some colors, how to make some color palettes, how to put some texture so it looks nice, and in the end we're gonna show you like some fun exercises we prepared for the toolbox, and some tips and tricks of Procreate. All right, so yeah, like we basically divided the product in learning pages and practice pages.
In the upper right corner, you will be able to see if there is a pencil or a little light bulb showing you if it's like a learning page or a practice page.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you, Thea.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got collapsed, so Thea's here to actually clear my mind. Hey, so okay, the second part is calligraphy.
This is some basic theory that we introduced just, to get started. The difference in between calligraphy, lettering, and typography, some type anatomy.
Then we actually show like what's kerning, what's tracking, some basic.
I mean, you have to start from somewhere. And
I like the water example.
That's really lovely, yeah, with the kerning. Yeah.
There's a ton of ways to explain it, but that
5 liters, that's a lot of water to cram in between the P and the I.
I mean, we wanted to make it playful and also easy to understand, not to just make it dull and put a lot of words.
Love
really
it.
Want to make it visual, yeah.
All right, so some optical illusions, some basic shapes. As you know, like a lot of most of the letters are like composed by different shapes, and why do they have to go up and go down? And then here we're gonna show you like really fast the brushes you can find in the toolbox. You have some brush pens. You've got some pencils, some inkers, as you can see here, and then you can have like some shaders to make some textures. All right, so
basically we try to thought like, what do you need, to have to do lettering from the scratch till the end point with all the texture. We wanted to include everything. So with only one product, you can actually start like the skeleton of the letter and come to some beautiful lettering that has like also florals and textures. Yeah. We were trying to include all the brushes and the knowledge for you to be able to make that.
All right, so the third part is zigzags. I don't know if you guys know about it. So basically, in order to make calligraphy brush scripts, the zigzags are really important. So here we are showing you the basic, also the basic lines we're gonna use throughout the process, and then the zigzags. Basically, all calligraphy is made with thick and thin strokes, right? So the zigzag is going to give us a bit of, it's going to be easier for us to move our hand, if we practice. So basically, I'm just going to show you how to.
There are 3 practices. It goes from, simple to more complex. I mean, this is just the basics of calligraphy. You start from here. It's how it goes, yeah.
So basically, when you go inside, you've got like this. So we kind of did these layers. So you have the guidelines, you have the references, and you have the draw here, right? So it's like pretty simple. And then as you can see here in the top corner right here, we are saying use any brush pen. So basically, you can go to the KickOff brushes and just take whatever brush pen you want to use. For example, my favorite is the frizzy one. And just like, basically just do some practice.
Love it. It's all so clear.
God, that looks so realistic.
That's great, isn't it? I think I've done this before, once or twice.
So basically, as Thea said before, this is the basic one, and then you've got different ones, so you can
apply different weights to see how it feels.
sorry. So you can just, where is it?
This looks awesome, getting that muscle memory down.
Oh
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, you can add more pressure, or you can just like in the panel, in the panel here, you can just turn it down or up. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so then we've got more zigzags, and then we have also prepared some sheet practice, like practice sheets.
So you can practice for a week or more.
Or more, yeah. It depends. And we can go to build letters actually. Okay, so now we can go to the script letters, and we're gonna show you how to do just one for now. So you see more or less, how you can use the guidelines and how to, yeah. So basically, okay, so we got a bit of intro here again. Basically, we're just showing, what thick and thins mean and how to use it. And then here we have got different letters. We have the lowercase here.
This is the lowercase part. Yeah, we put the letters into parts, so you have more space to practice.
Then here we have lowercase, and then, yeah, basically.
You can try one letter.
I can try one letter. All right. Here we've got some guidelines, and in the practice part, we put it more like, freestyle. So first I'm gonna choose a pencil. There's like few pencils in the pack. My favorite was the soft pencil or the softer. We're gonna use the softer here. We have a layer of right here, and then we're just gonna copy, what we do here. So basically, this might be the structure. Maybe you can do like thicker ones, so you see better. Yeah. And then we copy this, we bring it aside, and then we can make a new layer and put the opacity of this one a bit down. And then on top of that, we're gonna draw with the brush pen. Like, let's say we get the wet brush pen this time.
Applying the thick and thick strokes.
Yeah, I mean, the ones that we, didn't practice before so much, those ones. So basically, for the thick and thins, when you go up, it's always a thin line, and when you go down, it's a thicker one, right? So if we apply it,
to do with pressure, or is that just how the brush is made?
No, it's pressure. Yeah, it's pressure.
Yeah, so as you're going away, I guess, and then coming back.
Yeah, so basically, we go up with little pressure, we do the circle, and then we come down with more pressure.
Nice.
And then when we are up, we go with less pressure. We have an R. Now let's make it faster.
Oh, okay. Now you're just showing off, Jimbo.
I was going to say, there we go. And just like that, boom.
Yeah, right. Okay, and then what I like to do here, it's you see the difference in between this one and this one. Basically, I like to go freestyle in the second one. So basically, now when you practice the thick and thins in a correct way, now you can just go faster and do like more of a freestyle brush script lettering. So it kind of like gives like all this like this more like flow, some kind of a natural flow, right?
Yep.
So also in this one, I like to put the hand away from the screen, so I'm not like constrained by the touch of the screen. So okay, so now what I would like to do is now we can duplicate this layer or whatever, and we just bring it aside, and we bring the opacity down, and we do a new layer, right? So now we've got this R with the opacity down, and now what we can do is to go with a pencil once again. So basically it's like pencil structure, and then we go with the brush, and then we bring the opacity down, and we draw on top. So now basically we go with the softer pencil, and then we go over it, and we just do we can like tweak some parts.
Is actually going from calligraphy to lettering. You are redrawing the letter, so you make it more, give it more character, more style, make it more bubbly, whatever you like.
All right. So,
absolutely.
yeah. So Okay, so let's, for example, sometimes when you go fast, some thicks and thins are irregular. So this is our opportunity to just move them around and change them a little bit. Since we are not doing like strictly calligraphy, this is the whole lettering toolbox was more focused to actually do lettering than calligraphy. So there we go. Let's do some thick here. And then maybe, like we can round it up a little bit more. And then we can maybe add it. We can make it thicker here. And just, do something like that. And then, if you have time, you can actually paint it like we did here. But for now, since we don't have a lot of time, we're just gonna, some of you guys know how to do that, Procreate users. So basically you go up here in the color thingy here, yeah, and you basically just drag it until here, and then you control to add more ink or less.
Awesome tips for the newbies.
Yeah, that one is pretty good. So yeah, basically we got our R, and that's it. You just like have fun doing it, and that's it. And now we're just gonna stop the calligraphy, well, the script letters, and now we're gonna move on to.
We're gonna show you through the uppercase as well.
Okay, yeah, we
Awesome.
can go to the uppercase.
Similar, just it's like
okay.
For the uppercase letters.
So when just one thing, like all these all the covers, for example, all these textures you see here. You can all get them with the we did it, all of them. We made them with
the actually brushes from the toolbox.
It's really cool.
Inspiration, just check the covers, and you're gonna see like all kinds of letters and.
Yeah. Sure. So. Okay, so basically this is the same. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it directly to block letters, but I'm just gonna show you a few of those. It's basically the same, but with uppercase.
Oh, they're really lovely. And
yeah. So, basically here you can also see some ligatures. What is a ligature and how to do it. So, yeah, for sure. I think like at least in our point of view, when you finish this, you kind of know how to control a bit these script letters. Okay. So,
I mean, if you practice long enough.
If you do the zigzags for a week.
At least a week on those.
I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Maybe longer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always come back to it, because sometimes it's a fun practice to just try, like you do the zigzags for a couple of days, and then you go do letters, and then come back to zigzags, So you can basically jump, to one thing and another. So okay, so let's do some block letters pretty fast. We here introduce block letters, what they are, what is a serif,
awesome,
if you should use it or not. Again, the optical illusions here, just a reminder.
Yeah.
And then we are also introducing you guys to contrast. What does that mean? As you see here, some letter with no contrast means that basically all the parts are, sorry for that, all the parts are same thick, and then here you get some like thinner parts, and then the high contrast is basically
nice
super thick parts and super thin parts, as you can see here. All right, so again, you've got here all the letters. And then we have decided to make the B, right?
Yeah, but the contrasted one.
I love the letters. Yeah. So nice as well. I really like the Ojas, and it's really nice.
Yeah, so here we go, like from creating the skeleton to adding the weights, and then to adding serif, and actually like structuring it from the skeleton till the full letter. This is the non-contrasted one. We have in the other part is the contrasted.
Right. Okay, so let's move on to the contrast block letters, because they are a bit more tricky, and we would like to use actually the B there. Right. So okay, you step back, and then you go to the next one. That's basically the same, but with contrasted letters. So let's go to the to the A to D.
Yeah, and here you can see that not all the, how to say it, like not all the lines are the same weights. So that's the point. Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So we go basically. Well, you see here that we have put, different. It's like an order actually for you to make.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just.
They're super cute. Really nice.
So yeah, we're gonna go inside again. You find the right here, and then you basically do per parts. You can just do this. Oh, actually, if you start a straight line, and you just stay in a place, you can basically do a complete straight line, right? And then if you tap on the screen with your other hand, probably, you're just gonna restrain the angles. So basically, if we want to do a 90-degree line, this is the best way to do it. So that would be the first step. Here, for example, we have put this line in the middle, and you see this line in the middle. So basically, this is the middle of the. Before we explained that this is the main line, and then this line is going to be telling us where the middle is, basically. For the B, we have to take care that like this half part of the B is smaller and the down part is bigger. So basically, the middle line should be a little above
the halfway.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I'm not good at explaining sometimes. So okay, so we would do something like that, a little bit up. There we go. And then we're just gonna round it up. You can like go, it can be rough since we don't have much time, but that's gonna be the main, let's say, the main structure of the B. We're gonna erase it a bit so we have it clearer. Okay, that seems all right, yeah? And then go to the layers again.
It can be rough, making a perfect B. That looks really rough, right?
Just bring the layer of the structure a bit down, the opacity. Then you do a new layer, and you basically do what I'm doing here, right? There's different ways to do it, so let's just do one. So
cool.
Let's do like a box around this. That's it. And then you can go over the line once again if you want. So basically there would be, I'm going to show you in the upper part of the letter how to do one way and how to do the other in the down one. So basically here you could go like that. You see? So basically what you're doing is to always keep the structure, let's say the skeleton, in the middle of these lines. Yeah, you see the skeleton here.
Yeah. So you paint either side.
Yeah, and if you wanna just like do it the easier way, you can just draw the thingy the same, the skeleton the same, and then you basically just go like this, and you're gonna do it the same. Okay.
Cool.
It depends, you know, how you want your B to be. Actually, it doesn't have to be. Okay. Remember always that these thick parts have to be the same as these ones. Okay, that's really important. So the letter actually looks balanced. All right, let's do the down part. Okay, there you go. Done. And then let's do the same here.
I think you see so many fonts for sale which don't actually follow the principles that you're just outlining here. It's amazing.
It might be actually, yeah.
In terms of balance and
yeah. I mean, listen, it can, you can always, huh?
It's so important.
It is, yeah. But I think like I'm a believer of if once you know the rules, you can just skip them if it works.
Oh,
you know.
Sure.
But I believe like you really need to learn the rules first.
Yeah.
Another thing here, you see the B is always sticking out more than this one. Maybe this is too much, but let's keep it like that for now. Okay.
That part of the B always actually goes. The belly is always a bit bigger.
As you see here, it sticks a bit less in the example.
Sure.
But that's it. So now we have this one, and now that we have this one, we can again, if you want to duplicate it or not, you can just bring it here. And then you can And then
redraw it again if you feel like.
If you feel like it, if you want to spend. Yeah. And then you can just add actually some serifs here.
Yeah.
Let's.
In the other part, we are showing you like all different kinds of serifs. So here is just like an example of the things we liked. So you can repeat them, or you can add your own type of serif.
Sure.
Yeah. So okay, so let's do some serifs. You can keep it simple like this, like we did there, but let's make it a bit more complicated. Just a little bit more. We're showing different kinds of serifs later on, so you can you don't have to do them now if you don't want to. But okay, let's just make it like this, and let's paint it like this. Okay, so since it's a sketch, this is gonna be way enough. That's it. And then.
So here is our B.
Here's our B. So basically, we just. Okay, so we select it, and with 3 fingers. Oh, it's the cameras there. Sorry. With 3 fingers down in the iPad, we put here copy, and we can just move on into the next one. Wait, I'm gonna keep the. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the cover here. Okay, so now we're gonna go to twist it up.
Yeah.
So
here is the fun part.
Here's the fun part. So we basically, you can see here that we have divided the twisted up part in 2 parts actually. One is for block letters, that's the one we're gonna use now, and the other one is for script letters that we won't be using now. But if you guys have the thing, you can go check it out. Okay, so basically we're gonna give a little personality to the letter now, and these are some examples we've made.
Yeah, also
beautiful.
Isn't it?
This is like some letters that we are showing, and at the end of this exercise, we are like pushing you to create something like this. So like take a bunch of letters and giving them all kinds of different styles and personalities and characters, and create like an artwork like this. This is like for you to see and take it as a reference.
Oh yeah, I mean also really important to just like grab Pinterest and start like trying to find letters from different like periods of time, because there is like really interesting stuff throughout history. So all these. Obviously, you won't learn how to do each style with the Procreate Toolbox, but yeah, just this is gonna give you the basics, and then you go there and just like go crazy. Basically, this is what we were talking before. Now we've got here different kinds of serifs. Again, there's like 1,000 more. Cool. These were the ones that seemed to us to be the easiest to use, and yeah, as you can see in the there's a lot of exercises. And for example, in that one, we've got, okay, so.
The bottom right's beautiful.
Yeah.
The bottom right. Oh, this one. Yeah, that
swirly one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, okay, so these are some examples. Yeah, I won't go through them because we are actually making one letter. But here, basically, you can pick 5 different letters and apply different serifs. So it's basically like a lot of practice, and then just like train your brain, and then serifs are just gonna come up naturally. Here you have the guide, and then here in the place your letter is here where we're gonna place it. Yeah. Okay, so remember that before we did copy, right? So we do the same. Scroll with 3 fingers down and do paste, and here we have the sketch. Okay. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, got another vote for Photoshop version, please.
Okay, we'll definitely think about it. Actually, we wanted to adapt all the brushes to Photoshop and Affinity. It's in our plan, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so here we have the.
We already created a serif, but for the purpose of this, we're gonna create another one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So basically, we have the letter here. We can, okay, so either you bring the opacity down and you draw on top, or you can just, here you can just erase the parts you don't like, and that's it. So for this one, we wanted to, I don't know, to experiment with another kind of serif. So you see, we're gonna, for example, use this one that's like, those ones that they use in circus, like they're
yeah.
Huh?
The Tuscany.
Yeah. Okay, so let's erase bit, the part of the serif, and now let's do a bit more. Again, it's not mathematics, so you can just. Okay, so let's do it a bit faster and bigger. We bring this like this. What's next then?
Well, we added a crossbar as well. So, but they apply only to certain letters that we didn't choose. We chose the B.
So we basically show you here how to use crossbars, different
so
kinds of crossbars.
Really beautiful, aren't they? Oh, that's nice.
If you choose the H or an E or an F or an A, you can apply them and play with them. Yeah. They can look so pretty on a letter. Nice. That's great.
Yeah. Since we don't have crossbars, we thought we would just like improvise a little bit in this part with the B, and maybe just like twist it live so people can see, how many things you can actually do with the letter. So we're just gonna step back, get the letter again, and then I'm just gonna not use the guidelines anymore. I'm just gonna place the letter here. Okay, so now we have a B.
Nice.
Basically, what I did here is just take the previous B and just disconnect it a little bit and make it a bit bigger and chunkier. Okay, so now let's turn it off for a second and we go to shadows. We're gonna show you how to make shadows like really fast. Okay, so basically to make these 3D shadows, what you have to do is to know where the light source is. So basically, it can come from the right, from the left, from up. Yeah?
It's your decision.
Yeah.
Here's just an exercise so you can like take a letter and apply different shadows to it depending on the angle.
So basically, we've got here the guide, and then I'm gonna bring the B that we made. I'm gonna bring it here. And basically, I'm just gonna show you really fast. Let's place them somewhere here. And basically, if the light comes, okay, so now you have to duplicate this layer. You can change the color of the front side. Let's make it blue, this light blue. And then down, you've got this that is gonna act like a shadow, right? So basically, you just have to move it around. It's really easy. You see that the light source is basically indicating that it should be in that direction. So basically, you just move it more or less 45 degrees, so it's somewhere here. If the light source is the other one up, let's say we move it up, so just, to be clear, and then you can just place it down here, and yada, yada, yada.
Connect it.
Yeah. I love the little torches.
They're nice, aren't they?
All right, so now that we have this, let's turn this off. We go to the second shadow exercise, and I'm just going to show you like really fast a couple of concepts. So basically, here you have a drop shadow. It's basically a normal shadow like we did now. Then you've got the drop line. It's basically a shadow, but just with the line. Sometimes, if you want some more minimalistic approach to the letter, it's the best way to do it. Then you got the drop shade. That's the one we're going to be moving forward with from now on, and then how to twist it up a little bit. So basically, from a pretty simple ampersand, you can get to this, a bit more, fancy ampersand with some shadows and stuff. So let's go in here. We turn off the shadows. Yeah. Keep the guide. And then we bring, just a second, we bring these two layers, we bring them up, turn this off, and we're just gonna go direct. So as I said, here you have a drop shadow done. But as I said, now we're gonna do the drop shade. So basically you bring it down, and now you basically have to join this so it actually looks like a part of the letter, not just the shadow of the letter. Is it clear enough?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I love how you just move it along all the stages.
Thank you. Because sometimes I just talk and it makes sense in my head, but you know. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
So basically now I'm gonna just choose another color so I show you. We have to basically join every part of the letter. You see, this one with this one, this one with this one, etc. So we just come back to the color and basically just we join this. This goes down. This goes all painted also. Just make it fast. Then here. Okay.
Awesome.
And then here, and then here, and then a bit down here. Okay.
Yeah, and a bit here.
That's it, right?
Make it look so easy.
Crazy.
All right. There you go. We got the B.
Really cool.
With the drop shade.
Nice.
So, okay. Do we have time? Do we have like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, maybe like 5 minutes if you guys have that much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We do. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go like super fast and show you the other parts, and then okay, just one thing. Okay, let's get this B. We join it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and we copy it, and we move on into the next part. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so pretty fast here.
So yeah, the twisted out for split letters is similar, but it has, since it doesn't have serif and stuff, it has different
yeah, you can see
endings and swirls that you can add up. Like for example, this ones, you know, we also added them so you can try them out yourself. There's also a shadow one, a shadow exercise.
And then some final exercise, you can actually do a piece like that. Okay,
nice.
Let's. So here, basically, you learn the color.
We are also including like how to find inspiration or how to make palettes from like pictures you find in a daily life.
And then here also how to texture and different exercises for texturing.
Taya, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you didn't include in this pack?
I'm going to
it includes
and oh no, we've got that.
It's everything
Yeah.
inside. Everything lettering in this pack.
Yes.
We will 100% have you guys back on. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much for being so generous, for sharing
thanks
so
ever
much
so
knowledge.
much. That is just brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
well,
you for having us.
and see you next time soon, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
we hope you enjoyed it.